Hello, good day, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Black Game Pro Sessions. For those joining first time, Black Game Pro Sessions is all about putting a spotlight on Black professionals shaping gaming and the culture around it. Not just by talking about what they've achieved, but really also getting into the journeys, the decisions, setbacks, and lessons behind those achievements. So it's really about uplifting people. Now, in case you're wondering, it's very hot in Holland, hence my very summery attire. Just putting it out. And anywho, today's guest represents a side of the industry I really wanted us to explore a little bit more deeply. I've met her in person 2 years ago during the Summer Game Fest week. Ubisoft Forward, we had a showcase there. I got introduced to her through Jayan Lopez from Black Girl Gamers. Shout out to Black Girl Gamers. And been following her journey ever since. So for those who don't know, Victoria Brown, better known online as Contraviction, has built her presence at the intersection of gaming, content, and community. She's been a part of spaces including, as mentioned, Black Girl Gamers, while also developing her own voice and platform within the gaming culture. Now, what interests me a lot about Victoria's story is that there isn't necessarily one traditional roadmap for doing what she is doing and did. Because sometimes you enter this industry through development, sometimes through marketing, sometimes publishing, esports, and sometimes you build your own place by showing up consistently, creating, connecting people, and gradually turning your passion into something that has real influence. So today, it's really about unpacking that journey. Like, I want to find out, okay, what went into creating this brand, this platform? How did she find her voice in an increasingly crowded creator landscape? How to build a community that genuinely connects with you? What happens when your passion for games starts becoming part of your professional identity, and what she has learned about herself along that way, because, it teaches you a lot. So we'll get into all of that. And as always, we'll leave some time for all the questions that you might have. So leave them in the chat. Very much appreciated. Wherever you're tuning in from, hello, good day, good morning, evening, afternoon, good night, whatever. But let me welcome Victoria Brown, Contraviction, to the stream. And I then need to click the right button, otherwise nothing will happen. That's how it goes. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
It's hot. It's super hot in here, man. It's like, I hope you don't hear the air conditioning in the background, because it's a scorcher here in the Netherlands. And the Dutch, we are not built for heat. So it's hot. Anyway, I'm not gonna complain too much. How have you been?
I've been well. I'm in an AC room, so I'm good. I was just in Switzerland last month, and I was not a fan of Europe not having a ton of
We don't really do AC that well, no. Oh, we got a little frozen screen. It happens sometimes. Let's see if we can.
Fine, it was beautiful for what it was. So.
Sorry, you froze. Yeah, you froze a little bit, but you were talking about it's fine. It was just freeze frame, and I thought, was it me? Okay. Refresh. No.
Okay, perfect. Okay,
I think we're good.
I don't know what happened. Okay.
It happens. Okay. It happens. Technology.
Anyway, I'm happy to be here, so I'm ready to get started. Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh, we got Mr. Midas in the house. We got Ryan in the house. Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's staying cool. We're doing our best with this shitty air conditioning that I have here. I wanted to dive into your journey, find out more about you. Because you built this impressive platform. This doesn't come over day. You just said before we went live, you said you've been at it since 2018. So 8 years already.
Yes.
But take us back. Take us back all the way back to gaming while growing up. What was it? What was the place of video games for a younger contradiction?
Well, I guess with any person, you remember your first console that you played games on. So I started off with, well, technically, I started with the Sega Genesis. But as far as like what really kicked off like my love for video games was the Nintendo 64. I remember my grandmother, she went to Toys R Us when it still existed, technically. Um, and she bought me a purple 64. And I remember we spent a lot of time with playing Banjo Kazooie. So I do have a
Of
really
course.
soft spot for rare games. I love rare games. But, you know, ever since then, I knew I wanted to do something related to the gaming industry, but didn't know what exactly that would look like because I didn't really have an interest in developing video games, but I enjoyed video games.
Hmm.
So over time, um, by the time we got to like 2017, 2018, I had a friend of mine at the time that was like, "You have an amazing personality, and you are really entertaining when it comes to like watching you play video games. So why don't you just do it? Why don't you go on Twitch?" And I'm like, "I don't even know what that is. So let's see what that's about." And over time, I kind of built a community from FGC because I'm a huge fan of fighting games.
Hmm.
And then over time, I kind of like landed on my niche, which I'm known for now as a collector because I was like, oh, I want to go back to collecting a lot of the video games and consoles that I used to grow up playing. And after a while, it kind of just blossomed into the community that I have right now and the just growing the following that I have now. And just being a part of this space has really just opened doors for me to meet so many different types of people, including JN from Black Girl Gamers. So, um, yeah, that's how we got to where we're at now. And even though I've been doing this for 8 years, it doesn't even feel like it's been that long. If anything, it feels like I'm just getting started. So,
But that's good, right? It's good. I mean, it could also be like, oh, f this whole like content creating shit. Like I'm done. I mean, I did want to like kind of like pause a little bit because your grandma bought you your first console, bought you that.
yes.
Like, how did you convince her to buy you a console?
Who, my
Oh,
mom? Oh, honestly, I don't know. Like, because my mom is the type where she wants me to have the best of both worlds. So I would have Barbie dolls, but I'll also have Hot Wheels. You get what I'm saying? I would
uh-huh.
have both. So when it came down to like different video games, she was like, "Oh, I think she'll be really interested in these type of games." So Super Mario, um, Banjo Kazooie. Well, she didn't get me Conquer's Bad, and we know the reason why behind that because that's an M-rated game. But there's other games where she was just like, "Oh, she might be interested in that," and then after a while, it's like as I grew a little bit here and there, it's like, "Oh, I want this console," and then they'll give it to me. Oh, and then I fell in love with the PlayStation One, and I fell in love with PlayStation Two, and I have so many games on PlayStation Two. Oh my goodness. So after a while, it I guess to really answer your question is my mom didn't really see video games as this is a boy thing. It's
Mhm.
like this is something that I know that my daughter would enjoy, so let's just get it for her and just see where it
That's
lands.
dope.
And it's
Did,
it's
did,
just been
did,
with
did,
me ever since. So
did you ever play together with your mom or with your grandma who gave you
with
the
my
Nintendo
grandmother,
64?
yes. Her and I got very close to beating Banjo Kazooie before she passed away. So
Mm-hmm.
I still need to go back and actually finish it. It'll make my inner child happy. But as far as my mom, she's not a big gamer. If anything, she loves anime. Loves
Mm-hmm.
anime.
Well, that's
But
cool.
but if oh yeah, because she's the one that introduced me to again Sailor Moon and then there's Dragon Ball Z. Like my mom was pretty cool. But as far as video games, we were definitely a fighting game house for sure. My mom played fighting games here and there, but she was more like she wants to be a cheerleader. She doesn't want to.
Hmm.
She doesn't want to get the controller. She wants to, push everybody else to do more and do their best and things like that. Like we had a lot of fight nights. For sure. We had a lot of fight nights.
Yeah, do you have brothers and sisters that you played with?
Yes. So I have a little brother. We're 9 years apart, and we grew up playing games together. But we kind of like did this as far as video games because the avenue I was going towards is like fighting, racing, JRPGs. He's more of a platformer type of gamer.
Mhm.
Like he loves Sonic, he loves Mario. I remember when he was growing up, he was playing a lot of Flash games before they terminated it on the internet. And yeah, he was
That's
really into
wow.
that.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Go ahead.
we were in the same household, but like as far as our interest with games, we were doing this. So
And
yeah,
then fighting games brought you together.
oh, absolutely, of course. Even though I kick his butt in fighting games, so after a while he
So
doesn't do fighting.
so you were the one that won most of the time?
Most of the time against him, yeah. Against my cousins, I had to fight for that because a lot of my cousins were older, and that was
Yeah. That's the
yeah.
years of the additional experience that they have, the dexterity in their thumb. Which game were you guys
Yes,
playing?
yes, it was like Mortal Kombat, Tekken,
Mm.
Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur.
It's
Which
man, I can't-
and if you would have to pick between these titles, like Tekken, Soul Calibur, and well, tripping out. Which one's the third one that you said?
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Which one would you pick if you can only take one of these fighting games to a desert island and play this game? That's the only fighting game you get to play for the rest of your life.
Dang. Probably Mortal Kombat for sure. I
Okay.
invested a lot of hours and time into Mortal Kombat. So,
Like the original, like
no, not the original. I forgot which title it's called, but it's the one where it has all of them, including the
mm,
monsters. And that's when I got introduced to Noob Saibot. That's my
oh,
boy. That's
hey,
my boy.
yep, yep.
So all the
Okay.
cyborgs, like that's my game. Like if I had to choose one fighting game, it would probably be that one. Um, that's yeah, I love that one. Mortal Kombat.
So which fighters from which different franchises would you like to see fight together once? If you could pick like one from Mortal Kombat, one from Street Fighter, or one from Tekken, or one from which like ultimate showdown would you like to see, and who would win?
I would love to see Chun Li against Katana. I think that would be a very interesting fight.
That would be super interesting, yeah.
Yeah,
But who would win though?
I don't know
And
who
with
will win
and
because
and
they
with
have
Chun
different
Li
specialties.
and with Chun Li go for the mortality,
It's they have
pick off that
different
head.
specialties. Like I don't know because Chun Li's coming from a police officer background and with martial arts and stuff like that, and then you have Katana where she can fight. She can fight. She got hands, but at the same time, like she's fighting with her
You
fans
got these
too.
fans,
So
these fans, right? The choppy
yeah, I
fans,
wouldn't know who would
fighting
win,
fans.
but that would be very. I think that would be a really drawn out fight for sure.
That would be an interesting fight for sure. I'm not sure who would win. I think Kitana would win probably. I don't know.
You
I
think
don't know.
so?
Yeah, because I mean, she's like has kind of like the magical powers as well. She can like do weird shit, like make the fans wait. I don't know. I don't know. I think she would kick her ass. I don't know.
I don't know, because then again, with Chun Li, it's like what her combos with her kicks, it's
True.
undeniable.
Fair enough. True.
So
True. Sorry for going down this weird like sidetrack. Like I'm sorry. Now I'm like I want to see it. I'm like Like I'm gonna ask ChatGPT who would win. Uh, shit. So the niche of retro game. What made you? What was the thing to start collecting? Because it's not an inexpensive hobby to have. It's also,
No,
I mean, how you kind of like when you just mention it, like okay, so your friends kind of inspired you to to create some content, and you were like, okay, retro gaming. How, what, where, when, why?
yeah.
Tell us everything.
So I that's a great question because thinking back, I didn't get really interested in collecting until like 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember waking up one day and I was like, oh, I kind of want to play this one game that I remember playing when I was a kid, but I don't have. Um, so that kind of blossomed into, oh, well, I love Kingdom Hearts. Let me go back to my parents' house and see if I can find my copy. And I find my copy, and I'm like, oh, well, what happened to my PlayStation? And then my my cousin took my PlayStation and bring it back years ago, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll have to buy a console. And then
Mm-hmm.
after a while, it's like, oh, wait, what about this one game? And what about this other game? And what about this other game? And after a while, it's like, oh, I have a good stack of video games that I haven't played in quite some time that I absolutely love. And I was like, oh well, let me just see what happens. And this was right before the pandemic, before all of the prices started skyrocketing. Oh my god,
Uh,
that's the end of my existence. But that pushed me into investing more time in getting a lot of the consoles that I grew up playing.
mm-hmm.
To which, then I had to get the different types of games that I like to play, and then, oh, what about this other game that I always wanted to play, but my parents never bought me? Let me buy that now because now I have adult money. Let me just go ahead and get it and play it. I know there's a lot of collectors, they collect to just collect, but I actually play the games that I buy. Um,
All of them, you play and finish all of them, or you just play and test them? And
well, I didn't say finish because my
no, I
backlog
mean,
is long. My
I mean,
backlog is huge.
I mean, I don't know. You could be like super freak and be like, I'm gonna finish like platinum all these games, like 100% all these games.
I don't know about platinum, but as far as beating different games, like it still takes some time. Quite a bit
Mm-hmm.
of these games I have completed, because some of the storyline, like some of the campaigns are not that long, but
Mm-hmm.
others where I really need to invest some time in, like I'm the type where I'm not one of those gamers where it's like, oh, I'm gonna play a game for a few hours and then it come back to it. No, if I'm playing a game, I want to spend the entire day playing that game. But as an adult, I don't have time to invest like I did when I was a kid of, you could just come back home from school and then you just play all night.
So,
Um,
what was your last day long play session, and which game were you playing?
um, Day long session. I would say day
Mm-hmm.
long. So Capcom released Onimusha Way of the Sword demo, and I played that on PlayStation. Yeah, I played that on my PS5. And I enjoyed that because I grew up playing Onimusha, so I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
let me see what this is about. And a lot of the things that I enjoyed, they kept in the game, and then others where I'm just like, y'all could have mirrored what y'all had in the previous games. But yeah, and as far as like all day sesh, I have everybody has a comfort game. My comfort game is Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, I'll spend the entire day just playing that game, even though I beat it 1,000 times already. But I'll go
Uh-huh.
right back to playing that game, or just like a
What's
racing
what's
game. Or
what's the thing about Kingdom Hearts 2 that gives you that comfort? What's the special sauce that gives you like the feeling of like a warm blanket?
well, Kingdom Hearts 2 is everything that I love about Kingdom Hearts 1, and the things they fixed that I did not like in Kingdom Hearts 1. Because I remember it was around Christmas time when I saw the trailer on TV, and I was like, they're doing Final Fantasy characters with Disney?
Disney,
That's
yeah.
a very interesting concept. And being able to play that game for the first time, I was like, wow, this is amazing. So when Kingdom Hearts 2 was coming out, I remember saving all of my allowance money um, to go buy the game from GameStop. And I just remember investing so many hours into that game. As soon as I come home, I will play that game. I love the storyline behind the game. I love the combat. They really introduced like different types of combat that wasn't really in the first game into the second game. They included different mini games. They improved the Winnie the Pooh because that's my least favorite world, honestly. But they made it a little bit more enjoyable in the second game versus the first game. A lot of the concepts of the second game just it's right here. Like I really can't describe what Kingdom Hearts 2 means to me. Only people who's played Kingdom Hearts 2 will truly understand what I'm talking about because
Hmm.
everybody has an RPG that they absolutely love that they really cannot explain. And Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of those games I cannot explain. Um, I love that game so much. The characters, the design, combat, um, beginning to end, 10 out of 10.
All right. I mean, Kingdom Hearts. I mean, the thing is with these type of RPGs is like I don't like the turn based. I can I don't know. It takes me out of the action. I love the world that they built with Kingdom Hearts. I think yes, actually back in the days when I first started working at Ubisoft, I think we did the marketing for Kingdom Hearts 2 in the Benelux or in the Dutch territories in Belgium, and I didn't work on the marketing, so I don't really. I'm not going to take that credit, but I do remember that we had a stack of these games laying around at the office, and I remember trying out the game and being like, "Oh, this is cool." I mean, I've heard of Kingdom Hearts 1, didn't play it. Tried Kingdom Hearts 2, and it was pretty cool. And then it's like, "Oh yeah, but it's like Final Fantasy." I know people are gonna hate me for this, but I'm not. Final Fantasy just I once again story, yes. The way that they created these worlds, yes, but the whole battle system and the waiting, it's like, oh no, it takes me out of the action. But
I
that's
get
just
what you mean.
my personal preference.
Well, before we move on to the next topic, I will say, when it comes to turn based, I completely understand where you're coming from. And I think that's what attracted me the most to Kingdom Hearts. Because as someone who loves Chrono Trigger, I love Chrono Trigger. That's turn based. But, a lot of the remakes that Final Fantasy has made now, like, they adapted over time.
Hmm.
So if you want to try, I don't know, the newer like Final Fantasy VII remake, I think you would enjoy that a lot more.
Okay,
Um, I'm
okay.
just saying, you would.
I believe you. I believe you. I mean, but it's the same thing, like you said. It's like, where do we get the time? Like, we have our day job. We have all the other things that we need to do, social things, da da da. Like, I also normally just fall back on my comfort game, which is GTA, and that also
Which
probably
one?
because GTA 5. Just I mean, go online or even single player. Just go and just do some mayhem shit. Just
Wait, just five. Like you don't go back to the previous ones before five?
I mean, I've played all of them. I've wrote my paper, my university paper on GTA actually. So I've played all of them and then some. But I don't have any retro consoles. So for me, I just have my PS5 and my Xbox thingy. Um,
What?
yeah.
I gotta send you a PS2 or something. Like I
But,
gotta I gotta send you
I mean,
something.
I would love. I mean, I was looking at like these mini PS2s and like all these these mini versions of the consoles. I'm like, I don't have the space for that shit, man. It's like, it's like wish, I wish. We have a question. Don't know who it's from because it's anonymous. But you working with retro video games, how does this? I mean, and I'm paraphrasing the question. How does it kind of inspire the content that you create, or the work that you do, or the life that you live?
Um, that's a great question. So I didn't. How do I answer this question? When I started creating content about retro games, I didn't do it with the intention of blowing up or going viral. This is just something that I enjoyed doing because I didn't see a lot of people, especially Black creators, that was working within that space. I was seeing a lot of people that are not minorities that would produce different videos related to collecting and like nostalgia factors, things like that. And I'm like, oh, I can do the same thing because I'm not seeing my faces
Mhm.
anywhere. Let me just go for it because this is something I enjoy, and maybe other people would enjoy the same thing. And over time, that kind of grew to what it is now because even with my collection, like people who first followed me, they will remember I only had like one bookshelf of video games and consoles, and now I have like
You have all of the
four.
consoles. Yeah, I mean, you do have. It seems like you have. I mean, let me see. What do I
Hold
see?
on, let me adjust my camera so you can see it.
Yes, please.
All right, hold on.
Oh yeah, give us a tour. Great. All right.
Yeah,
The
this is
Genesis, the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Nintendo 8-bit, Nintendo 64,
the
Nintendo GameCube.
Atari.
Oh shit! You got the gun?
Oh, for SNES, yes.
Oh my god!
I have the
Yeah,
gun. I have the
yeah.
Wii. I have the Wii Pad,
The Wii, the Wii Pad.
SNES, N64.
Yep.
The camera's inverted. Shoot.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
NES, all of the PlayStations, all of them. The Genesis, all of that good stuff, like video games.
But where's the Batcave? The other day, I think I saw you like unpack the Batcave.
Oh, this?
No, you had like this box with like the Batcave like retro
I still have it.
playset.
It's actually right here. Hold on. Give me a second.
I'm sorry for making you work like do the entire tour. It's like,
It's fine. Uh-oh.
it's fine. It's all right. Okay.
Okay, wait.
Yes, it's a show and tell today, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that one.
This.
That's great. Yes.
Yeah. I picked up another expensive habit of collecting vintage toys now. So
I love it. I
yeah.
love it. That's
And
super
it took
cool.
a while to put this together too, because I don't know why I thought it would be pre-built. And then when I started building it, I was like,
Ah,
is this what people with kids
back in
go through?
back in the days, they were like, you have to put everything together. And no instruction on how to do it. Figure it out, and
Yes.
you probably have some pieces left over, and yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. And then the stickers, like the stickers took
But
some time.
but what I love is the fact that you actually like unpack it and you put the stickers on it. That you play with it or use it instead of just
Mm-hmm. Right.
displaying it. Yeah, oh, it's all good. There we are.
I made adjustments. Oh, shit.
Oh God,
What is happening?
the camera
Okay.
malfunction. All right, okay,
Yeah,
we're
it
back.
did. It did.
Oh
Damn.
God, no, we're not back.
Oh my God. Okay.
All
Okay. We're
right.
good. We're good.
I think people are enjoying the room tour. By the way,
Oh yeah.
we're getting some.
It's a museum. It's a museum. I love it.
I, okay, best console ever made.
Best console ever made.
Yes, and why?
3. PlayStation 3. Because it's backwards compatible. So I can play 1, 2, and 3 on
Mhm.
there. I truly believe PlayStation not having PS5 backwards compatible was a fail because why would y'all do that? Why, like,
I
it would
mean,
make sense.
I mean, yes, it makes sense, but at the same time, why would they do that? Money,
I mean,
like,
and they like, I know one of the bigger things that people are talking about right now is how they're getting rid of, which I have an opinion on that too.
oh yeah,
For
oh yes, physical discs, yes.
yes, for physical disc. But yeah, but in the same breath, they also talked about how they're letting go of like a lot of their PS Vita games, their PS3
Mhm.
games. And I don't quite, I mean, hot take, because I know people are like, oh, well, PS3 is not retro. Yes, it is.
Of course it is.
Yes, it
I mean,
is.
how old is that? That's the console is like 15 years old, 20.
Yeah, I mean, plus we're like two generations forward
Yeah,
now. Like it's retro.
yeah, exactly.
It doesn't make any sense.
No,
But yeah, but as far as the console, like if it was backwards compatible, like that would make my life so much easier. Because now, if I want to play PS1, 2, or 3, I have to play it on my PS3.
hmm
Some PS4 games can still be played on the PS5, but I know eventually, like, they'll get rid of that too. So,
yeah, it seems like that is the trend of what is happening.
hmm
I mean, looking at like your display, first of all, respect. I love it. I wish I could. um, I mean, it takes a lot of work to create a collection like this, and I know you also have your daytime job on top of that, and
yes.
you have your social life, and you
Mhm.
do your traveling,
Mhm.
and you do your work for Black Girl Gamers. How do you balance that all out? That seems like a lot.
It is a lot, but you you make it work. Because
Fair enough.
I know that's like such a concept that I just really simplify. But no, truly, like if you're really passionate about something, you'll make the time for it. Even though we only have 24 hours in a day, if I have to wake up, because now, before I was like, I don't have time to do anything. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, well, I can start waking up at 6 a.m. So now I wake up at 6 a.m., go to the gym, work on content, film, do whatever I got to do right before I go to work. So,
Wow,
and
that's
I'm also
dedication.
going to grad school starting, I think, in less than 2 weeks now. And that's going to take some time too. So trying to juggle everything's going to be quite a bit, but I just got to make the time. That's all I can do.
So what is the goal? I mean, going to grad school, doing all these things. What's where does this all end? That sounds terrible.
Where does it
Where does
all
this all end? Oh my god.
end? Well, I'm going to grad school because I want to have a more competitive edge in the tech space.
Mhm.
Because with my day job working in tech, I do quite a bit related to the security space. So, of course, everyone wants to move up, and that's the goal, and just getting certifications and things like that. But the end goal for me is working in gaming full time. And I'm not saying it as like a streamer or anything like that, but
Mhm.
like if I can be, if I can work in the security department for like a PlayStation or a Rockstar, because those are my top places I would love to just retire at and just be there for like 20 years or things like that.
Mhm.
Which the concept of being at a company for 20 years is just, it's like tenfold, because on one side it's like, dang, this is your only experience just growing with this company. At the other, on the other end, it's like, dang, that's 10, 20 years at a company. It's, I don't know. But if I had to choose companies that I can do my current day job at, it would be a PlayStation or a Rockstar.
Okay.
But on the other side, with me enjoying collecting and video games and, just really trying to build a legacy that I can leave behind, is being a documentarian. Um, I love storytelling. I
Mhm.
love being able to connect with different people and advocating for different local game stores, whether it's within the states or outside of the country. It means a lot to me, and that's what keeps me going for what I love to do now.
So what would your dream documentary be? What would the thing if you would have like unlimited budget or unlimited creativity, unlimited resources? What would the documentary be that you would be making right now?
My
hmm
dream documentary will be with Rare.
hmm
That's my dream documentary. Being able to work with rare games and just interviewing with the creators of Rare, starting from the very beginning of time, when they were an independent studio before they started working with Nintendo, and then
Mhm.
eventually like they separate and they're still doing their thing, and now they're part of Xbox. Like the journey, watching their journey from beginning to what it is now is so interesting to me.
Mhm.
I've already written out a whole like paper on how I was going to document that for sure.
Wow.
Um, yeah, I mean, I have a whole bunch of ideas as far as different documentaries that I would love to do, but I would say I'm working on other docs before I can truly get there. Because by the time I get there, I've already put in the 10,000 hours of what I do currently
Hmm. Fair enough.
before
I
I
mean,
reach that point. Yeah.
at the same time, though, it's never going to be perfect. You're never going to be ready. So why not already go? If you already have the treatment, if you already have the idea, let's put it out in the ether. I mean, if there are people at Rare that are watching this or watching this in replay, feel free to reach out. I mean, or at any other companies. I mean, I know, for example, it's not Rare, but the other day I had an interview with Lee Williams from Blizzard, who's like the lead archivist or one of the digital archivists. So she works with a lot of like the background and like the history of the company and the history of the assets and that kind of stuff. Maybe you should talk to these kind of people as well, where like they have that historical kind of knowledge that could help you create even cooler documentary. Anyway, just bring it out there.
Yes, absolutely. I'll
And I
definitely
think
keep that in mind. We'll
yeah,
connect after this for sure.
yeah, yeah, don't hesitate, really. One of the cool things that I've seen you do in the last, I think it was 2 years, was the work that you've been doing with Black Gold Gamers with Jan Lopez.
Mhm.
Um, One of the most smart and human and super cool formats that I think you helped create for Black Gold Gamers was going to these conventions and asking cosplayers, black cosplayers, what they do for a living. And I thought that was brilliant because it showed kind of like first of all, the human behind the costume, which I think is always very interesting because I also always wonder, like, what would these guys and girls do in their regular day life, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And at the same time, it also shows that we as black folks are not per se a monolith. It's not like, oh, all anime lovers or all game lovers are such and such and such. It can be anyone from any walk of life. So that's why I thought I wanted to give you the props for that one because I think it's super cool. And I think, my opinion, you should do more with that.
Oh, thank you. I would say just because I love JN. Let's start there. I love JN. I admire her. Like I've admired her before I started working with her, and now we're such close friends. But
Mhm.
just to have the opportunity to have free range of like wherever my creativity will take me, and just doing it for her brand is just really freaking cool to see because you'll never know who's watching and who
Yeah.
will be inspired by whatever type of content that I help create. So um, to your point, that was at Dragon Con last
Mhm.
year. And like me and another creator, we were walking around and we were seeing beautiful black people just all just cosplaying, and it was really dope to see it. And I was like, you know what do people do for a living? Because you, no, seriously, like you'll see how intricate a lot of these costumes are. And it's like a lot of this take a lot of time and money. You got to be getting it from somewhere. So just talking to people, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm a doctor. Oh, I'm a teacher. I'm a I'm a lawyer. I'm a delivery driver. Just really humanizing what we actually do outside of our like what attracted us here in the first place as far as our hobbies and our interests like really means a lot. So I'm glad it resonated with you because if it resonated with you, it probably resonated with other people.
I think it's super smart. It's. I think it's smart and it's important because it's also for people watching that might still be on the fence. let me take it back, because when I started in this industry 20 years ago, it was still super rare. First of all, to see black people at like gaming conventions, at
Mhm.
least in the Netherlands, at least where I was, based, and seeing black cosplayers was even like just didn't happen. And I think it was the first time that I went to E3 in 2010-ish, I think, where I kind of like saw there was this like community that was growing and growing and growing of black folks embracing their geekness, their love for anime, their love for video games, cosplay. I love seeing that. But what I think is so important from the content you created around that, it does once again that it's also for people that are, like I said, on the fence. They look at this and be like, oh, this person is a doctor. This person is a financial advisor. This person is, I don't know, works at Starbucks. Who cares? But it shows that it doesn't matter. It's I don't know. I watching that kind of content, and I think especially nowadays, is kind of gives good vibes. It's authentic. It's real.
Yeah.
And I think it's so important. But This is just,
Yeah.
just me. Just me rambling. How did you get connected with JN?
Um, she found me. She found me. Yeah. I mean, before all the followers, before this was just a concept, like she found me and she just followed along my journey. And over time, she was like, this girl is really dope. Like, I would love to have her on my team.
Mhm.
And we made a lot of magical moments together as far as content and working with brands on campaigns and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it was like we're yin and yang when it comes to content. For sure, because I was her first hire as a social media manager, and I remember when she was interviewing me, and she was like, put different things together, like what is your mood board? And when I presented the mood board, and she was like, yeah, this is, we're on the same page. It's like, okay, cool, let's make some magic happen. And ever since then, like, we've made a lot of cool things, man, and
I,
just
I
traveling with
saw
her
it.
a lot, and just seeing her brand grow and watching her grow, and just she's doing the damn thing. She really is.
Hmm. Oh, she is.
So I'm just honored to be able to call her a friend, and bounce ideas off of her, and she bouncing ideas off of me, and I'm
Hmm.
like, you know what, you should do that. You should do this, because why not?
Uh-huh.
Why not? Yeah, we've been friends for quite some time. Even now, even though I'm not working on the management team anymore. I'm working as a more so of a contributor in that
Hmm.
sense. Um, I still love seeing what Black Girl Gamers is doing, and what they're doing for the community.
Hmm.
Like,
It's so important.
absolutely, the representation is needed for sure.
Oh yeah.
Because
I,
just
I,
just talking to someone. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, 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 no. Please, I'm interviewing you. I should not interrupt you.
No, it's fine. So just talking to someone the other day, and one of my friends was like, yeah, someone in my chat was like, oh, you're, because I called her. I didn't know she was live streaming. She was like, oh, you're talking to Contra? Oh, she's the reason why I joined Black Girl Gamers. And I'm like, oh, that means a lot. That means
Hmm.
a lot. Because sometimes when we're working on things so much, we don't really truly see the type of impact that we're giving people until you kind of take a step back, and it's like, wow, this is, I'm the reason, great. She's the
Hmm.
reason, awesome. You can also be a reason for other people to really take part and advocate for others in this space and making it more diverse than what it is. So it's kind of like, so Quinta did an interview, the where she started off on BuzzFeed, and now
Hmm.
she created Abbott Elementary, and she was like, yeah, like everybody's just adding a piece to the puzzle.
Yeah.
Issa Rae started here, and her show doing successful has provided more doors to open up for my show, and it's going to open up doors for other people. I feel like it's the exact same concept within the gaming space and the tech space in
Hmm.
general. You start here, and eventually it opens up more doors for other people who look just like me to be a part of it.
Hmm. I mean, but it's. I mean, people that watch your content, that watch you, and then see that there's someone that looks like them, that is flying out. That's in LA interviewing, the whoever, the creator of was it Crazy Taxi. I mean, that it's important, and indeed, because you are doing it and you're living that life, it's easy to kind of forget that it has an impact. And indeed,
Right.
I'm sure that there's many people that watch your content or watch Black Hole Gamers and see this as kind of like almost like a way to get permission to live their best life, and their best life being in whatever they want to do in the gaming or geek industry. Geek industry is not even a thing. Anyway, um, and I think that's why it's also important to give you your flowers. And I think it's important. That's you're doing this. You're balancing your work life with the content creation, with living a healthy life, with traveling, and indeed, I'm happy to see that JN kind of like took you along for the ride and took you into these rooms that hopefully opens up even more opportunity for you in the future.
Yes. I feel the same way, and as I grow, I do want to pay respect back to her because whenever there's an opportunity where I know she can truly benefit from it, I'm gonna take her with me as she did for
Hmm.
me. Um, and I wish more people in the industry felt that way because there's a lot of people who have this competition mindset when there's money for everybody.
Of course.
Everybody has different goals. Like I don't have the same goal as other people, but I want everybody to win. I want everybody to be successful, whatever that looks like. So as I grow, like of course she's coming with me, and you're coming with me, and everybody's coming with me. That's
Hmm.
just been here for the ride, like since the very beginning. So that's all I can ask for.
No, but I mean, it is important. It can be lonely on the top, actually. Otherwise, if you're just there by yourself, nah, man, you need to open the door for other people.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
looking back at some of these rooms that you've entered now that you've been working with Black Oak Gamers, but also with the platform that you built yourself with Contradiction. What is some of the most interesting, or some of the most interesting people that you've encountered, or some of the most valuable advice that you've received through that, or insights that you might have had?
I've met a lot of people. I met a lot of people. Well, I haven't met Kojima yet. Like I'm still waiting on that. I'm still waiting on that.
One
But
day, one day.
one time he went to Summer Game Fest, and that so happened to be the year I didn't go, and I was like, why? But as far as meeting the founders, meeting the creative directors of the games I grew up playing is
Mm-hmm.
amazing. Like meeting Sam Lake for Max Payne, 'cause I love Max
Yeah.
Payne. Meeting Ed
Again.
Boon goes back
Mm-hmm.
to Mortal Kombat, like
Mortal Kombat.
being able to
Yeah.
meet him and see him, like that's really cool. And just to tell him like how much that means to me is it's a big deal. But I think one of the biggest advice that I've gotten from people was from one of my mentors. Um, she told me to enjoy the journey
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes I get so, as a perfectionist, I get so wrapped up in results, problem solving, results. And sometimes I lose the opportunity to like really get to know the people along the way. Like this person helped me here. This one developer that is indie is now working for a AAA studio. Like
Mm-hmm.
things like when it comes to building relationships, I think people should value that a lot more than what we're doing right now with, oh, what can you do for me? It's like, no, this should be a, a give and take, a give and
Yep.
take.
Non-transactional networking.
Right. So But a lot of those concepts I wouldn't be able to truly understand if I did not enjoy the journey along the way.
Oh yeah.
Um, so I took, of course, I still value the end result, but it's like, how did we get here? Sometimes it takes years, sometimes it takes months. Sometimes, you become besties with somebody in the industry within within a weekend. I don't undervalue that at all. If
Mhm.
if I did not enjoy the journey, I don't think as I wouldn't be where I am right now. It will probably take me a lot longer to get where I am right now.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, if you don't enjoy the journey, you burn out
Yes.
because the journey, like you said, it can be a year, it can be 10 years, and I think that's why it's so important. I'm happy that you have that mentor uh, to tell you that because I've 20 years in the industry. I don't know where I'm going to end up. I don't per se have a goal with this shit. I'm freestyling.
You're gonna
Right.
retire at Ubisoft.
I mean, at the same time, that would sound very sad to me. Like, I'm not sure about that. Even though, yeah, I'm blessed, but I don't know. But it's the journey, and that's why it's important. And I'm sure that you did that when you were in LA or when you were in Japan or when you were traveling for other game related things, to have this moment to realize, like, damn, I'm in I'm in LA. I'm standing next to Ed Boon, and just to have this kind of like live in the moment kind of thing and be like, wow, you did that. Because indeed, it's that journey. It's like, and all the people that you meet along the way, all the experiences that you have.
Yeah, and I wouldn't take any of this for granted. None of it.
Mhm.
Because if I didn't do what I'm doing now, I would have never met Ed Boon. And to be able to tell
That's a
him,
great quote. That's a great quote.
I mean, that's real though, because
Yeah.
like I was fangirling. I mean, because he was behind me when I was playing the game, and I'm
Mhm.
like really into it, where people are watching me, and then I turn around and I'm like, it's
Oh
Ed,
shit.
it's Ed. And it's like, you know what? Even though I was word vomiting by that point, because it's like, I don't care what anybody say. I love Mortal Kombat. I love Street Fighter too, but I grew up playing Mortal Kombat. And he's like, oh, okay, okay.
Thank you.
I mean, but
You know,
I got to do it for Little Big. I got to do it for
yeah.
all the other black kids that grew up playing Mortal Kombat and probably would never meet Ed Boon. I got to do it for them. So
But I
yeah,
think I'm sure that he appreciated it, even though, I mean, I'm sure he gets that a lot as well. But I mean, it's something that he created, and people are enjoying that, have been enjoying that for years. But I think at the same time, and that's something that gives you, as a content creator, your edge, in my opinion, is your authenticity. You are genuinely excited about this stuff. And I
yes,
think that's so important, especially nowadays in a world where you don't even know what's real anymore. And sometimes to have real people. I remember having that dinner with you and Jan in LA somewhere in this Japanese restaurant and just having a conversation with you and just real. And I think it's so important because you meet so many fake people in this world that just seeing someone genuinely enjoy an encounter with Ed Boon or genuinely enjoy geeking out over what was the game? No One Lives Forever on PlayStation 2. And like,
yes.
see, there you go. See, there you
Oh
go.
my goodness, what you know about that,
So I didn't know that
Leon?
game. I did not know that game. I had to research. I was
Really?
like, yeah, I
What?
didn't know. I did not know that game. I was like, oh, what? And I have like and I love these type of games. So I was like, how did I not know this?
It's well,
Maybe because it was
I
a former a PC game that was ported to PlayStation.
yeah, but the second game was only on PC, to which
Uh,
if the I highly doubt the creator is like, maybe they are. I don't know. If you have the source code, please contact me. I want to play the second game. I want to know what the second game looks like. I want to play it so bad. But yes, like that's one of those titles that it's so niche. It's so niche, and I don't see people talk about, like, because people talk about the bigger games, but they
of
don't
course.
talk about the niche titles like No One Lives
Hmm.
Forever. Like, oh, please. Like, sorry, go ahead.
No, but I mean, but once again, I think that's like you're proving my point. That like the excitement is real, and I think that's what people are missing nowadays. Real stuff, people that they can really relate to, that they see. Okay, we don't have to doubt the fact that she or he or them are super excited about whatever they're talking about, and you are. And I think that's that's what makes it almost like endearing, because like, yeah, geek out about this shit. Yes, please go right ahead.
Yes, absolutely. Because I mean, hey, if the if the gaming industry wants a cheerleader, I mean, y'all can send me all over the world. I'll go to every studio. I'll tell you a story on a specific game that I love and why. Like with Ubisoft, I know you can't tell me, but I know you can't tell me, but I need a Splinter Cell so bad. I
I
grew up
mean,
playing Splinter Cell. I need a Splinter Cell game so bad, like a new one, a new title, or
I
even a
mean,
remake. Like,
we gave you the TV show. Wasn't that enough?
no, no.
Okay, okay. I'll talk to some
I need
people.
a
I'll
new
talk to some
game.
people. I'll talk to some people. See what we can make happen.
Okay, please,
Dedicated to contradiction.
please. Oh, oh, I would flip this roof if I see dedicated contradiction in the game. It's like, you're welcome, world. You're welcome, universe. I know y'all want. I know y'all
Exactly.
want to split a cell. You're
You
welcome.
asked for it and I delivered.
I
Here you
delivered.
go. Here you go. Oh man. So what's next for you? I mean, I know that we've been yapping a while, and I want to be respectful of your time. What's happening this year? Where's the next trip going to? What's on your
Oh,
mind? What are you worried? What are your fears? Tell me everything.
oh, now what are your fears? Oh boy, I don't know about that one. But as far as what's next, um, I have three different documentaries in the pipeline.
Ooh.
Yeah, one of them I can talk about, which is related to GameStop. Like, GameStop had 500 stores closed in January,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been working on that for a while now. I thought it would be released sooner, but no, it's going to take a little bit more time. The other two, I'm not ready to really talk about just yet.
That's
Um,
fine.
yeah, but
But can you elaborate a little bit on the GameStop doc? What's the pitch? What's the elevator pitch?
okay. So the pitch really, it kind of evolved from how their business concept has been over
Mm-hmm.
the years before it got to where it is now, to what the CEO was talking about, like, oh, I'm gonna hit, like, he's gonna get a certain evaluation, like $100 million or something like that, if they reach like a certain threshold. But as someone who has a degree in economics and looking at their financial statements, I was like, y'all haven't hit that at all. So what do you mean $100 million? Like, maybe that, if that was like 2010, we're talking about 2026 now. And them just doing different concepts of, oh, like, we'll trade in anything. It's like, what? Like,
Yeah.
what is happening? And then, with the GameStop shorts, that's a whole other thing. But the concept of this is really evaluating them as a company, just being on the outside, truly looking at them as a company, not as just a gamer. Because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like a lot of the videos that are out right now, like, they're just nitpicking everything related to GameStop. Like, oh, well, people aren't shopping there anymore, or, they're trying to do all these other crazy things and like malpractice and like all this other stuff, like allegedly. But just to really do a deep dive on their business model
Mm-hmm.
and how they got here, and like also exploring like the different beautiful eras that they've had with like midnight releases and stuff like
Oh
that,
yeah.
just really talking about pieces of, like, just talking about everything, including like the stories like that I went through with buying my first game there, or getting a Game Informer there, or other people like they do like it's a lot. So
No,
it's a
but
lot.
that's, I
I feel
mean,
like I'm rambling. It's a
no, no, no,
lot.
no, 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 no. No, this is dope. I love it. Did you already start shooting?
Oh
Is it
yeah. Oh yeah.
okay?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because what took some time was I've been working with some professors in my undergrad as far as
Mhm.
getting uh, Harvard business included. Yeah,
Oh,
like I
okay,
don't
okay.
want to be just a YouTuber. I want to be able to give some real stuff that people can learn from, you know?
Hmm.
That's what I enjoy. Like I really enjoy watching documentaries. The doesn't matter the topic. Like if it's something that's really informative, like I'll sit there and watch it. I want to be able to provide that same value to other people. So
Hmm.
that's why GameStop is one of the things I will bring up. So yeah.
Super cool. So when can we see something of that? I mean, what's the plan? What's the rollout? Do you already have partners? What's
The rollout is October
okay?
for that one. The rollout is October. Initially, it was spring, but after connecting with some colleagues, they were like, "Okay, we can tighten this up a bit more." Um, because once it's out there, that's it. Like I can't make a ton of changes once it's out there.
Hmm.
Um,
True.
so yeah, that's one of the things. And then doing other deep dives related to like different gaming studios, especially the ones that no longer exist,
Hmm.
and acquisitions and things like that. Like I really want to bridge together the data and the business side of what gaming studios go through while also talking about stories that I don't see presented that much is
Hmm.
within the space, especially black stories. Yeah.
I love that.
That's where I'm at. Besides then, in the meantime, I'm getting back into posting content online because I know I kind of been harassed by the community. When are you gonna post stuff again? Like it's coming. I promise it's coming. I have been working on videos. It's just editing has been the bane of my existence right now. But I have been working on different concepts. Especially with different gaming studios, which one thing I do really want to touch on, which is really an important topic for me, is support your local game stores. Regardless of what PlayStation got going on or the other studios with going digital, please support your local game stores. I cannot push that enough. Um, and I'm working on different content to be able to for different studios to not studios, sorry, different store owners to use my platform in order
Hmm.
to bring more visibility and foot traffic to their
That's
stores
cool.
because they need it. Like over the pandemic, like so many different stores have closed that I got to visit, whether I'm out of town and I'm like, oh, let me just look for a local game store that I can go support, or just driving through the state through a road trip and just making a stop. Like being able to build a rapport with a lot of these game store owners only to see on social media like, oh my, the last day is this day, and it's like, damn, like
Hmm.
I loved your store, you brought so much value, and now that's one less store that local community gets to have, especially in a world now where GameStop is closing more and more stores. Where
Yeah.
do people get their physical games? So that means a lot to me. So it's a lot of things that I'm working on all at once, but that's where
No,
I'm
but
at right now. I know that
no,
was a
but that's
mouthful.
super cool. No, 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 no. I mean, yes, it was a lot, but it's super. It's a super interesting lot. I can't wait to see. Really, this sounds super interesting.
Yes.
Seriously, I and you're and where. Sorry, I mean, I'm going to dive a little bit deeper. I know we're a little over time, but 1 or 2 more minutes. Like, where are you going to distribute this? Is this going to be on Twitch, YouTube, Netflix? I
Well,
know.
I'm not on Twitch anymore, but
Yeah.
this will be on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I'm going where the people are.
Hmm.
So of course it will be on YouTube because that's a platform that I'm pushing. But as far as the local game stores getting the visibility, I have to push on social media,
Of course.
because that's where their audience is.
Mhm.
That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Then when it comes to the documentary, I would like to introduce you to some people, but that's
Okay.
we'll take that offline. No
Okay.
no promises, but at least some introductions and
Oh, I'm fine with an introduction because I can run everything from there. So
yeah, I thought you could. All right. Yeah, let's I'm gonna release you back into the world because you have a lot of other stuff. You have a lot of editing to do, Victoria. We want to see new content today. No, today, tonight. No,
tonight,
I
yeah.
appreciate I appreciate you. Thank you for your time.
I appreciate
It was
you.
dope.
Thank you for having me, and I'm glad that our us meeting years ago has truly created such a strong relationship that we have now, where we
Yeah,
can just
likewise.
talk and shoot the shits and stuff like that. I still need to
Exactly.
go to I still need to come to Europe and see
I
what's
know.
going
I mean, you were kind of like around the corner when you were in Switzerland and Annecy, kind of, sort of, but you know.
on. I was there for vacation. I was there for vacation.
Yeah, don't mix that with work stuff. No, I never did that. Never.
Mm-mm.
No, but I'm sure we'll find an excuse.
Oh, absolutely. I'm down.
Perfect. And you're getting all the compliments from online. The viewers are enjoying your session. So
Oh, thanks
thank
everyone. I appreciate it.
thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for sharing your energy, and keep on rocking. And I can't wait till October to see the documentary.
Thank you. Thank you. This means a lot. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, and thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back next week, Wednesday, I think. I'm not sure which day. TQ Jefferson, legend in the industry as well. So yeah, see you then. And once again, Victoria, you rule.